I think that the first and the biggest advantage of a progressive web app is that you only have to create or to develop that application one time, right? You only have to create what we call a single code base line. And once you create that code, you can use that application and that code in each installation that you have, right? Because you are using really the same application that is on the web on any platform and on any other browser that you want to use. That is very different to what you have on traditional native applications, where you have normally to create an application using a specific platform language. So if you want to create an application native for iOS or for Android or for Windows, you have to create really 3 different applications. Instead, if you use PWA, you just have to create that once, and you can use that in any platform based on just one single code base, and it will be the same for everyone.
Also, from the technical perspective, there are a lot of advantages, mainly in terms of performance. With progressive web apps, we can make our pages to load faster. It means that the user will need to spend less time waiting for something to appear in the screen.
Other important aspect as well is that if you compare that with a regular web application, it will behave more like an app application than a web app, right? So it will be something that will provide, as Julio just said, a better experience for the end user, right? It will be more comfortable and it will be more natural to use than just to have a web responsive site. If you compare that with a regular website, definitely you will have a better experience because, first of all, the application will look like a native application, right? It will use or it will simulate components on the UI side that are pretty similar to the ones that uses each platform. So if you run that PWA application on Android, it will look like an Android application. If you run that application in a Mac OS environment, it will look like a Mac OS application. So that definitely gives you a better experience as end customer, right? But besides that, web application will be able to use several functionality that the platform offers that normally a website cannot use. Things like, for example, Bluetooth, geolocation, cameras, or storage that sometimes are limited for web browsers. So the user definitely will have a lot of more opportunities to take advantage of the current platform that they are working on.
Also, I think that one of the main advantages for the user is that they can continue using the application even when they don't have internet connection. And then when the internet is back, all the data is going to be synced with the server. So it's a transparent process for the users. We are not going to see the dinosaur saying that the page is not available anymore.